What's it doing?
Well, or basically little sacks on your elbows there, and one of the blade that's pushing on nerve, so this holds it in place. It's basically the same thing as tennis elbows, with golfer's elbows.
Does that work?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How long you have to wear that?
Well, I hadn't been trying to wear it, but it's, I cut a tree down this weekend and used it a lot more, and it kinda.
Can I lower that? Okay,
So you got back to pitching before?
that's why I asked,
Uh,
cause I kinda thought maybe that was the
I'm
case.
left-handed, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Use it all the
That's why they say
time.
golfer's elbow
Finally
is
got him
like the
trained.
opposite. I got a buddy that has the same thing, he's
Oh.
right, he's in his left elbow, he has.
It's kinda hard to train in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't do it. Just saw it. Yeah, thank you. I don't know that we get rid of it, we should be everybody's stuff. Oh, we don't have a trash can. You ready?
I thought I'd probably take that and we'll do it on next week.
Who's on next? Okay. Well, I guess.
Yeah, you get around this one.
Welcome everybody to the Drainage Board meeting, September 21st, 2020. Nice crowd. Like to, take care of a little business. The first order is the approval of our August 17th meeting. Minutes.
Mr. Chairman or President, I have read this, and I move that we adopt it as written.
And I will second that. Got a motion and a second, all in favor of approving the minutes from August 17th?
Aye.
All for the vote, aye, aye also. The minutes are approved. And Tom, we'll move to you now.
Okay, and with that, we'll move on to old business. We have, Eagle View Estates, it's the one up on White Oaks. And after the APC meeting and our last meeting, we're still waiting on Paul. Got back with Paul, and he had a list of things he wanted, corrected, and he did check, I had him check on the water, the outflow of the treatment plant at 50,000 gallons a day up to, which he said that's not nothing, so.
Wait a minute,
Um,
what treatment plant are we talking about?
the one up at White Oaks.
White Oaks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they said they can produce, well, up to 50,000 gallons a day and discharge it through an 8-inch tile, it kinda just runs gradually. He said that's not very much,
Sounds
do an
like-
8-inch pipe, but yeah, it sounds like a lot, but once you divide it by 24 hours and minutes, it's, I mean, it's,
With the big rating.
well, I mean, that's what he's checking all the other stuff, but he said that doesn't bother him as much as but he did do some reviews and he's asking for calculations on for the pipes and, there's a couple of ditches that weren't enough fall and stuff like that, so he sent all that information back to their, architect and he's working on that. So they have not got anything back to us, so we're not gonna do anything until next month, so, but they are working on stuff, get things, try to get things squared away, I think, so.
So, Eagle View Estates. Is that what this is, this agreement here?
No, that's for
That's
Kingsland
second.
Hall,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so, basically, I just kinda giving you an update on where we are on Eagle View. I know you guys booked that meeting, and, so, it is kinda still on design changes and stuff like that. We still haven't got a new layout of how they're changing lots and stuff. Yeah, we had a meeting, Cameron and I did with, both landowners and an attorney, and, I think we made a lot of progress on a lot of that, but I think there's still some need to be done yet, so. But we haven't got a definite easement of where that's at yet and everything, so it's still a little ways away,
So is
so.
that coming up tomorrow night?
Just an update, I think,
What'd you say?
just an update, cause like I said, we have not got any new plans back, so we can't
So
approve
they
anything.
won't get approval.
No. It'll probably basically be just an update and a continuance on to the next month since he didn't get the stuff to us. I mean, it was kind of a short period in between our meetings. It was the latest we could have a meeting last month, and it's the earliest we could have a meeting this month, being the fourth Tuesday, so it was kind of a short period there too, so.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll, we'll have something for next month to get that finalized. I mean, our part's not really much but the plat anyway. I mean, they can just approve the plat and the construction work can be taken on different parts, Paul said, so we can make sure everything's good on the drainage and all that, so.
And he's not going to make those streets into county roads, right? He's gonna keep them as a private roads.
I don't know, it's still, he's telling us both ways. I mean, the reason he put it in the plans is the maintenance fund for that is in case the highway did take him over, but he's working with Paul on that too. They got together on that, what all is required by the county and stuff, so there's a lot of stuff being worked on right now, so. There was probably like 7 or 8 things. They moved the sewers out of the roads just in case we could take it over, so if something breaks down in there.
They moved the sewer out of the road.
Yeah, originally the plans had them sewer mains in the middle of the roads, so they weren't in the people's yards, so now
Why
they,
would you do that?
yeah, it's, some places do,
Well, yeah, usually they do it in towns where it's an afterthought, where they're adding sewer later, so
Yeah.
where's the easement, so they put it right down the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so Paul didn't want that, so we worked on that. So that'll all be coming up for area plans and stuff too, so. Next thing, Kingsland Hollow, got a set of plans here.
Where's this one?
This is,
Here.
yeah, the notorious where they built these 4 houses
Yeah.
and they didn't do the drainage right.
This is
The family has bought the rest of the land, or almost all the rest of the land, there's a couple lots left, but, they wanted to replat, this was supposed to be road clear out here. They're gonna put a cul-de-sac there, they got a drainage easement in place here. They're gonna run, ditches along both sides of the road, starting up here. Kinda, well, maybe on this side down here, but on this side up here. Running swales along each side to catch the water and get it down to the low area. But, then they'll run down here and then run back to the back, so there's a lot of, and then
There's 2 ways of water can run.
yeah, and a lot of the lots are gonna be, they're gonna put small swales in between the lot lines, just to kinda help. Yeah, cause a lot of them are gonna build the houses up, so the ground will slope towards the property line anyway, so.
We've been out there.
Is this the original Kingsland Hall?
Pretty much, yeah, I mean, 'cause basically the road's here and, I mean, all this is already in, but,
These aren't built on it,
yeah, they just worried about the houses already,
It's gonna walk.
yeah, so.
There's this here, but.
I think it's this one that has the driveway running right, where water runs right down into the garage. It's this one?
Yeah, cause the water kinda runs right
Yeah.
up here and then she goes across there with it, or maybe it's right here as the drive is. But,
Guess we should have set the house up a couple blocks higher.
yeah, but they are in the process of putting in putting in covenants, gonna put in a homeowners association, everybody's gonna pay to help maintain the roads, and there's gonna be something in there dedicated to the 4 lots. The drainage was, they're not responsible for any drainage issues on those 4 lots. Just they're taking care of their part. And, they do have, they're gonna be asking for replat tomorrow at the area plan. But I talked to Paul, and he's comfortable with all the swales, as long as they put them in. Originally, they were gonna do all the work before they started building, but they got a daughter that they want to build on this lot here. So, they're wanting to, put in place a performance bond, so, they can go ahead and start building while they're gonna do the ditches, the father's gonna do all the ditch work, they're gonna get around equipment, and he's gonna do all that, so, but, they're looking to put in basically a performance bond, no more than what they're doing with swales. I mean, I can't foresee it being, a real high dollar, just basically rental of equipment. So I think we can get by with 50,000. There's gonna be 2 pipes that go underneath that road, right there by the cul-de-sac, 2 12-inch pipes to get the main channel through there, so there shouldn't be, the pipes aren't much, so.
This, big lot down here, 25 acres, is that just gonna be left wildlife? Says niches on it, that's the.
Well, niches owns,
They own some of it already?
yeah, they already own, the family bought all this down, even that, the niches is what they don't own,
So this is niches here?
Yeah, niches owns on the outside, right here, along here, I don't think they own a whole lot back there, I believe. They got a pond down in here, but it sounds like, they've already met with the other 4 landowners, and they're all, got everything worked out, and he's met with the other landowners down there that he's gonna put a swell in there along that one property to keep the water from going on him. It would channel it back towards their property to the west there, so. But, kind of like a swell with a berm on the backside, to even help protect it more, so. But I don't know, so the Ted was gonna be in here for this part. He drew up his, basically the agreement to do this. They're just waiting to see what we wanna do so they can go do it. Yeah. I guess the back page actually is for this drainage construction performance bond will be the people that sign it after we've approved how much and everything. And then, we'll just be approving the agreement, for the construction of the private stormwater. Like I say, we just need to set a rate and, actually, and there's a exhibit back there tells where all the swells are gonna be. That might build in for him. I don't know if you wanna wait until he gets.
It looks like there's a total of 15 lots here altogether. It goes up to 8A, and the original plat goes up to 7.
Yeah, there was originally like 20-some lots, I believe. They reduced it down when they redone the cul-de-sac, when they reduced it from 7 to 5 or something in that area. Made the lots a little bit bigger. But,
That's their old pizza.
you,
Be nice, they're all pizza buyers.
yeah,
Pizza buyer,
they're all, 3 kids are, all got kids and everything, so I'm sure it'll be good.
Good to me, it also feels like every other thing around needs more lots. More places to build. Yeah. I bet this will fill right up.
Yeah, well, mainly there's gonna be, 4 or 5 that's gonna actually be, the family, it's all family gonna be building there, it's mom and dad and all the siblings.
So a lot of these lots aren't gonna have a house on them ever?
Well, no, there's like 5 of them, no, they're all building the house individually, there's gonna be There's like 5 lots there that they're gonna build at least four houses on. And then, there's 2 other lots that's still for sale by Cole. And, then the rest of it's all been bought, like the other 4 owners, they bought 2 or 3 other lots there with it that they were gonna use for, something to do with the church or something like that, so.
Oh, one of these guys is a minister, right?
Yeah, they're all with that Faith Baptist or some Faith Community or something up there, but yeah, these 4 houses bought this lot and this lot already, so they own 6 of the lots, and then Troy's gonna have that lot 2, and then still 7, which is, we originally had a retention pond there that they changed, Paul said we didn't need it, we need to just do swale to get the water away quicker. So now that's gonna be this part can be built on, but there's an easement here that they're gonna work on getting it moved and stuff, but. And then, like I said, there's these 5 lots here
So he's before.
to access this property.
Access right here.
No, they built these houses so close to the
Oh, it's
inner
close,
swale,
yeah.
yeah. So, but these 5 lots are gonna have 4 of them, and they got an extra one in case one of, about a brother or something, one guy was going to doing that, so. And then, like I say, this is all in the floodplain down through here, so they can't build anything here or down there or around there, that's why they just gonna turn it over to wildlife, they all like to fish it now, I guess, so. We're on a performance bond thing here. Basically, all we gotta do is approve the amount and the thing today, and then
Yeah.
have them fill in and sign, or give me authority to finish getting signed, and,
Yeah, what did you decide on the amount?
I was telling them, I think, I mean, number one, what's gonna be done is as far as the swales, we could get by with 50,000. But I don't know if they even offer one, I would say a minimum of 50,000. And if
That's
it's,
probably-
if it's 100,000, we can, whatever, I mean, I'm what the smallest one would be, so.
That's correct. Yeah, I don't know what the minimum that the bonding company, or insurance company will do, right? 'Cause all you have to do is specify the minimum, and it doesn't have to be raised to 100 just because that's the minimum.
Okay,
They'll,
they just have to get one at least out
they'll
of.
just say, well, we're gonna charge you for 100,000, but they don't wanna, be responsible for any more than what the government agency,
Yeah.
requires, so 50's okay.
Yeah, I think, again, yeah, it's, I mean, they're basically, you know, you those are make some swales in along the sides of the road.
They don't do it,
Hmm?
but if they don't do it,
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could get somebody to go in there and do it.
50,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any problem.
This is something you wouldn't wanna do if it was for anything other than all in the family.
Yeah,
I mean, they're the only ones that are gonna be, I mean, there's nobody in the public that's gonna be disadvantaged or, harmed if they never finish it.
Yeah.
Same way with the county, we won't suffer any,
yeah, no roads or nothing to be.
there's no roads involved, nothing's affected, so. But, I mean, it's good to establish the habit of having a bond, even though it's all in the family.
So the motion should be,
To approve the form of the bond for 50,000, and to approve the agreement to defer you can do them all in the same motion, the form of the bond and the agreement. Have you talked about the agreement?
Which one, the Florence bond sign off for them or the other one here?
That both,
No, we were just getting to that. We were
Okay.
about,
okay.
I mean, but,
That's, the bond by itself doesn't mean anything, there has to be some kind of an agreement, because the bond will refer to the agreement, so,
yeah, that's where we need them to sign a couple copies of,
yes.
and then we can get to Oakland to come in, he'll be here tomorrow night, so I can get him to sign everything then, so.
So the motion would be to approve the bond for 50,000 and the agreement for deferral of the drainage improvements.
that's my motion.
Okay, I guess I will second that motion. $100,000. And any, approved for council. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
Get you to, or leave, or, you guys wanna sign those and return them, or I got one copy here you can sign if you want to keep one.
Give this back to you.
You'll have a copy.
Oh.
Okay. You'll keep a copy. You can still have a copy of this, no, this one. You keep a copy.
Yeah, I got it on internet, or on email, I can print all 4 copies. Want me to stay that, I mean, I got one copy here, we can sign, we can use Steve's even, get another copy. The other one would be,
That's what it is.
oh, this is strictly from the surety is the company providing the bond, right?
Yes, do not, please don't sign that,
Okay.
that's for the insurance company.
So you want a copy of the one?
I'll pay Alexis to this one.
You got this rare one. Like I say, we always, I keep one here.
If you got a copy, I'll take it.
Okay, actually, Ted was asking for that, they sent, yes, last night, and I got it this morning, so I figured to give it to you. It's for who's in charge of signing it and everything, so it shows all the title work and everything. I told him, I talked to him this morning, made sure he got it, and he goes, yeah, that person he sent me had all that blank. It just had the forms there, but, so, but he apologized. So, okay, with that, we'll move on to new business. So it's been real dry and no rain, so we haven't had a whole lot. We've got a few that's been trickling in there, a couple work orders. 3920 is number 86 William Butcher Drain. It's just off of State Road 29 and north of State Road 18 over there, right at the intersection, be kind of the northwest field there. They got a water, sinkhole in the waterway there they got, so we'll get that, try to get that taken care of. Next one's the 4020 is number 2, Everett Cochran. There's a house, it's, yeah. It's on 150 South, it's north of 150 South. And it's just west of 2357 East. It's in Monroe Township, just there east of Flora a little bit. There's a sinkhole behind the house where it gets big, so we get ready to dump into a creek, and landowner called it in, so we got that off the books to get that taken care of. Number 4120 is the number 93 Harness Drain. It's an open ditch.
Beaver Dam.
Huh?
Got Beaver Dam there?
Yeah, there's a beaver dam, it's just basically just east of 500 East. It's just north of 800.
500 east and what's south?
About 800 south, this is right down there by the,
Way down
yeah, it's almost right to the county line.
What the, way do Beaver Dam?
First of all, I'm gonna, well, today I'm going down to look at it, and then I need to contact somebody to come in and trap the beaver, or take care of the beaver, one way or the other. We got some nuisance, people around that take care of that. And then as soon as that's done, we were actually gonna be on the books to start cleaning that ditch this fall anyway, so, we'll just clean it all out when we, I mean, if we get the beaver out quicker, we'll go ahead and knock it down to get the water drained out, but, cause they're saying it's, right now, it's just starting to get into the edge of the fields too, so we need to do something for harvest, I'm guessing, so.
What about River Road? They're good to go. Because you find beaver, you find River Road, there's fish around.
Yeah, we've got several, I've seen several otters in some of the bigger ditches down the Buck Creek, you know.
Rock Creek.
Yeah, so,
Got a big dam in Rock Creek.
hmm,
We got a big dam in Rock Creek. On the river, 500 east.
I think it's under, is it under the conservancy or, I'm saying, I can take care of all that stuff.
been good to our dam, because we built,
Yeah, that's what we try to trap them first, take care of them. Yeah,
had a guy come in, he got several last year, but we got a limit of 2 liver on it.
yeah, unless, I don't know, I'll have to check and see what cause the nuisance people, they're not, I mean, it's 2 per landowner or per individual, but I don't know if the nuisance thing, I mean, cause there's not really a season on them, so I think it's, I mean, I know they get,
River otter, look at it.
Well, I didn't think sure once, so, they're pretty good size.
yeah, there's ones I had.
They go over in the field, I go up there, I have beaver, beaver, they kill them off one stalks,
Mhm.
one stalks across the road.
But the otter, they can get up to 3 or 4 inches round and they're long.
Last year, just
They,
so long
I
ago.
thought there were some fish playing around, I walked down and there was 2 otter playing. I was go climbing in the creek, down there Buck Creek one time.
I've seen otters on TV, but I didn't know we had otters.
Oh, yeah. They eat all the fish out.
Yeah, they eat a lot of fish a day,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah. I can't remember how many, someone told me one time how many pounds of fish I could eat a day. But it's, yeah, it'll clean a small ditch out in no time at all. They're in, I think they're even in Tippy too, River. So. But,
That's the one around the first beaver I ever saw around here. Was Right down on 500 south, where it goes through the cricket area, you know, going towards Burlington there.
oh, yeah,
There's a little creek runs down through there, it's the one that they had trouble 6 months ago or a year with, supposedly a fish kill or something
yeah.
in there.
Hurricane.
Driving out through there, here's this gas, what's that thing? And I backed it up to see, and a great big beaver with a great big tail on him, and my gosh, he's impressive down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're hoping to get that taken care of,
Well, this dam, is it where you can get to it with a backhoe or something?
I'm not sure, I haven't been down there yet, I just called in last week, so, or, maybe the first up week before, but, I'm going down to meet somebody else down there today, so I just gonna be both of them in the same shot. But then,
Around your house with it. That's an otter?
that's only 3, yeah, it's only 3 work orders we had for the month. Miles for the month of August, drove 64 miles in August. Driving more this month here so far, got, going out and looking at some planes and stuff, so. But, still, 0 work orders completed. He's supposed to be, the one contractor's supposed to be back in the area, hopefully by the end of this week, so.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
The monies we received for the month of August for permits is $450, puts us at $3,725 for the month so far, or for the year so far. I've been trying to get with, Snyder, played phone tag a couple times, trying to get some watersheds done for, Village of Deer Creek. We have, that tile that runs under right there by the ponds of the park, we need to get taken, we went little maintenance, I got some maps from the state that show a lot of tile, 8-inch tile running under the highway to take care of these part of Deer Creek, so, and then there's a guy on the west side that's having drainage issues, so there's a plug, which is right down there at that end, so.
Is that pond, does that drain into the creek by pile?
Yeah, 8-inch tile, well, there's a surface, but there's also an 8-inch, under 10-inch tile that runs underneath the highway too, and drains out there, but I went back there and looked at it, it's full of roots and stuff, and it's just actually leaking out of the tile joints and stuff like that, so it's holding all the water back, so.
So that can be repaired.
Well, that's what we're looking at, putting on maintenance and get started, yeah,
That'd be the problem.
we had a watershed developed, but then I found out that all these tiles in the state, so that we can add those into the, it'll make the watershed bigger. And it hopefully will help with some of the water problems up in Deer Creek they've been having in that. So, and there's some several 8-inch pipes that go under the road, so. We got some bridge, state plans back in the sixties and stuff, so, yeah, so. And we do have one landowner, he's actually one called it in, and wanted me to look into it, because he has a catch basin type right there at the highway, and water shoots out of it like 3 or 4 foot when they get a big rain, so. Yeah, and then he's got another catch basin in the back, that they've actually extended the pipe up to keep it from coming out, so it'll still get away, so. So I just wanna look down, we are trying to get to this watershed, that, and then one for Deer, or Camden, there's a couple tile I need to add to the map to change the watershed a little bit on that. Over there towards, where Select Seed was, on south, there's a couple pipes, or pipe under the railroad tracks. Yeah, well, yeah, or that would be Deer Creek, but it's the George Hunt drain, that's one that drains by the park and stuff, so. So we try to get that taken care of. It's been several years going now, we've been trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but, I mean, I just think it needs to be on maintenance, and we're trying to get a watershed together to move forward on a hearing on that. One runs across Dean Correct's property on the bottom there, cause he's one that needed fixed or something done, so, you know, all it's doing is take an extra dirt away every year, and the water comes up in there, so. But other than that, I don't have anything.
Yeah, ask you, 700 more. You guys been up there at all? Yeah, where their breeder is,
I haven't been up there.
that's outside my place,
Yeah,
because he had a work order in a long time ago.
yeah, he's,
And they're waiting on camera.
yeah, and he's supposed to be bringing that with him, I talked to him last week, and he's just finishing up them windmills. They had the company that was putting in new fiber for that,
Right.
they went to send all the fiber through to blow it in, and, they had a bad batch of joints, or unions, they put the pipe together with, and it blew it all apart, so they had to redo the whole line, so he's been behind on that, so as soon as he gets back, I got,
It's
several.
been a good, great summer.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, so I told him to bring the camera, and he has another locator tool to get those both, when he goes back, they got some projects to get done real quick before the rain hits, so. Yeah, so. Yep, so we got them on, I've been calling him at least once a week, trying to get him to get over here, so. So we'll try to get them taken care of pretty quick, so. Other than that, next meeting's October 19th, 11 a.m.
Yeah, if you would go on the, County Road 400 south, off of 75 to the west, you don't go very far, and there's County Road 75 to the west, goes south, it's a gravel road, goes down, turns right where it used to be a covered bridge down. As he goes down, if you keep going straight, you run right into the Jervis house.
Yeah.
He says that if you follow that around right down to the bottom there, that there's a culvert down there under the county road that's plugged up and it's causing this field to flood.
Right before the 90-degree bend.
Well, it's a 90, there's a 90 by no bridge, and there's a 90 right in front of his house. And it's
Yes.
down.
Bottom of the hill, the water runs on the west side and it cuts under the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left a message for Paul, and I've been able to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yes,
his
we-
favorite, we're meant to fix it under the road.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old cement structure, like a stone arch type thing or something, I think you're used to be, but,
How big is it? How big is it?
it's quite I mean, it's a pretty good size, I mean, it's,
Like it's all water now.
yeah, it's 2 or 3 foot diameter, I mean, it's a big arc, I mean, it takes water under and then it shoots it down towards the creek on the southeast side of it.
See, I didn't catch that at all, I was talking to him, I thought it was just some corrugated pipe or something.
Pretty sure, if I remember right, I talked to him about that before. Yeah. So I think I've given it,
If it's that big, I'll be able to take a flashlight, so.
Yeah.
80 sometimes it's hard to get down there.
pretty sure, just, but we'll, yeah, if I see Paul, I'll try to make sure it's okay.
Well, I left him a message.
Yeah, big dry street, Jerry, Carroll, somewhere.
Yeah, once the rain starts, then everybody can be,
I would continue for a while, what it looks like.
yeah.
Well, nothing else to bring before the board.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, I'll second that. All in favor? Aye. Motion, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Have to see if I have a flat tire out there.
Oh, gotcha. You changed it?
Just bumped it up, I didn't have time.
I've got more.
Do you? Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, okay.
Run it out to the tire shop.
I've never been, I pumped up, dry out, then you fix it.
I didn't know when I was pumping it up there, I thought, well, I'll pump this thing way up. It gets to 35 pounds, and the horn starts to blow.
Oh, cause you got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sensors in the wheels.
Oh, my.
Oh,